if there's anybody here, I'm actually in the car working. If anybody comes, it's been a minute since I've been on this channel. It's been super swamped with work, business, life in general. But hey, y'all, happy Sunday if anybody even comes. Hey, let me see what's next. But hey, y'all. Hey to whoever's here. Hey, Fab. Happy Sunday. Hey, Barb. Happy Sunday. I'm sitting so far back because, y'all, never mind. Y'all don't really care, do y'all? Hey, Jesse. Why I'm sitting so far back. I just came on for a little bit because I haven't been on this channel in a while. And I'm sitting in the car. Taylor's inside. She does like this program with a sorority, and they're preparing for their winter event, and so parents don't typically stay in the room with them. They're usually out mingling, but I had some work to do, and so I'm just going to be doing the work while I talk to y'all for a little bit until she's done. I'm not sure how long it's gonna last. Hopefully not too long because I have a lot of things to do. I have some stuff to embroider. But what are you guys doing on this Sunday? What y'all got going on today? Goodness, this steering wheel is like right in the way. But nonetheless, what's up, y'all? What's been happening? I can't believe that this year is almost over. We have only a few more weeks before we enter 2023, and so I'm excited about 2023. I really am. Don't know if I've ever been this excited about an upcoming year, but I really am excited about this upcoming year. So what do you guys have planned for today, for next week, for next year? Talk to me. And hey, y'all, thank you for being here. Make sure to hit the thumbs up. Hey, Cassie. Let me see if I missed anybody because I'm going to try to pull it up on my laptop because I don't know if I missed anybody, if I did. I know, Barb, this year has gone by so fast. It is crazy. It really is. I can't believe it. It seems like I was just celebrating last year's holiday. So, but it's all good. But that's what I got going on today. Nothing major. Yeah, I don't think that there's going to be I think it's going to be on my phone. I don't think that there's going to be a Crafty Talk Tuesday. Because I need to check that out when I come in. On Tuesday, I have to go do a colonoscopy, and so I doubt that. Hey, Danny, I doubt that I'm going to come on Tuesday night. So I might hop on midweek, maybe on Wednesday. Yeah, I think on Wednesday. If not, yeah, I don't know. But that's what I got going on. I mean, like, just dealing with like a lot of different things, like at work and just other things. But for the most part, I'm thankful. I'm happy. I can't wait for this Christmas break because I need it. These kids have been out of control. Hey, Willie. Hey, Nicole. These kids have been out of control, y'all, at my school. And it's not just my school, it's schools in general. I do see some improvement over last year, which was their first, year fully back into school. It's still bad, but I do see progress, and I see, like, you know, everybody getting back into the routine of things, and a lot better than last year. But it's still a mission. It's still a mission. And then you have kids who are just disrespectful for no reason. So that's a whole nother situation. But it's all good. I'm gonna see if I could get on there. 3672. Well, are you guys working on anything? Are you preparing for the holidays? Like, what are your plans for the holidays? Do you celebrate holidays? How large of a table needed for the Xtool? So Barb, you know they have like that Xtool extender, like they have an extender. I haven't used it. I've seen good and bad reviews of it. In the group, there's a Facebook group for Xtool D1 owners, which is really good and helpful. I'm trying to think what size table I usually put it on, because you can kind of move it around. When I get home, I'm gonna measure my table, because I don't know. I'm gonna measure the table and see. But depending on like what you want to do, because with the D1, you can actually place the D1 on top of different surfaces that you want to do. Or engrave. So I'll check when I get home to see the size of the table. But check that group. Let me see if I could. Let me try to sign into Facebook and see if I could send it to you this way. Let me turn my computer down and see. But yeah, y'all, not really much going on. Skip today. But I was like, I haven't came over here, and I have videos that I need to edit to put over here, but everything's moving so super fast. Super fast. Alright, let's see. YouTube. I'm gonna go into YouTube Studios. But hey, y'all, let me know what you guys are working on today. Alright, Facebook. Bob, I'm going to put the link inside of the chat. You probably already are on there. You're on top of things like this. But this group is really, really, really good. Alright, copy. And I'm going to come over to you guys over here on YouTube. And, okay, Patrice. And I'm going to drop it in the link. I look so happy to be sitting in my car, huh? I wish there's no, like, I don't want to go too far or, like, go too far from the college, but I haven't eaten anything, and I don't want to go too far. Taylor will probably not be happy if I left the campus. Hey, Ashita. Hey, Angela. She probably wouldn't be too happy if I left. Here, Barb. Barb, here's the link. I just posted the link inside the chat. And honestly, when I came here, like, we were driving together, she was like, oh my goodness, I'm so glad I don't have to drive here, because it is confusing. You guys know how college campuses are. Like, there's building A, B, C, and then you're looking to think everything is going in order, but A is actually next to building Z or building F, and you're like, where's building B? And so we had that situation like that. And believe it or not, I used to come to this college often for different events and things that I had to do. So she's really scared to drive, and I really need her to drive, but I'm not rushing her. I don't want her to drive until she has her license. She has, you know, all that stuff. She often goes with her dad to drive, but she's just not ready to drive on her own. And she tells me that often, because I'm like, do you think you're feeling more comfortable? Do you think you're ready? And so I'm just gonna have to hire, like, send her to a driving school. She does fine with her dad, but, you know, it's different driving with somebody you're comfortable with, and then when you're by yourself, it's different. So I think that's what she's a little more worried about. But I can't wait for her to drive. Almost like how I couldn't wait for her to walk, and then when she was walking, I was like, oh, why was I rushing her to walk? So I'm trying not to rush her to drive. And so I just use this time as time that we can just bond, even though she was a little snooty today. She was a little bit snooty today. Like, she just wanted to, like, she was relaxed. She was listening to her music. And, like, so the conversation, it really wasn't much conversation until I put on the Christmas music. And when I put on the Christmas music, she sang with me. So I'll take that. No, teenagers. Hey, Kimber. I didn't even see you. I did not even see you. Sorry. I was looking up that Facebook group. Barbara, I put the link. Engraved stainless steel with the D1. So I have you can engrave certain, if it's a coated stainless steel, you can. There are also like sprays and things that you can put on top to get it to engrave. And then they have the what is it called? The infrared. I think it's a 1064 they call it. They have the infrared laser that you can attach to the D1 and use it also for engraving. It doesn't cut, but you can engrave certain metals. But the infrared laser, you can engrave all types of metals with that one, various metals. She's 17 years old. She's 17. She just turned 17 on November 13th. And is it time for her to come back now? She turned 17 on November 13th. And yeah, I've been trying to get her to drive since she was 15. And she's perfectly fine being chauffeured by her mom. Last week, there was a situation because I can't take her to school. And so last week, something happened with her bus driver. I have to pay for a bus service for her to go because she refuses. Not that she refuses. She's gonna, when she's comfortable, then she will do it. But something happened with the bus driver, and the bus driver couldn't, he was in the hospital. And so her school, she goes to a private school, and they didn't have anybody to like really step in and take over that bus route. And so I'm like, are you kidding me? I want to call them and ask them for a refund for last week. Because, yeah, I want a refund for the bus service for last week. Because she had to call. So I didn't go to work on Thursday. I actually stayed home because I had a lot of stuff to do. And so I didn't go, so I was able to take her to school. And I really miss taking her to school. I used to take her to school every morning from the time, outside of when I was sick, I would take her to school every morning and pick her up. And we'd do breakfast some mornings, or we just do, you know, different things. And so I kind of missed it when I took her on Thursday. But she had to call her dad. Her dad took her to school and picked her up. So, but yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. Just that bus service. I thought about it. I need to call them and let them know that I need my money back. Because, Hey, Tamika. Wide format printer or laser? Coretta. Yes, I am. I'm still enjoying her. There's certain things she still likes to do with me. And some things she's like, Mom, no. I finally convinced her I hired her. So she asked me if she could get a job. And she does like most of her classes are AP classes. And the ones that are not AP classes, they're honors classes. And so she does really, really well. She has an excellent GPA. It's like a 4.6. I never have no 4.6. Like, she's She's really good with that. And she asked me for a job, if she could get a job, and I'm like, no. Not because I don't want her to work. When I was her age, I was working. I was actually working when I was 16. I worked at a local newspaper. And so I'm trying to see if it's going to be almost time for me to go back in and get her. No, we have to sign them out. But she asked me for a job, and I'm like, no, because she had her classes alone. She's always stressed out. Like, she's super stressed out all the time with all of the assignments and things that she has to do. And I've told her before, you don't have to do so much. If you don't want to take those AP classes, you don't have to. But she continues to she's just like, yeah, no, I'm fine. But then she gets stressed out and she gets snappy, and she has like a lot of work to do, and she always does. And so I asked her, I'm like, do you think that that's going to make sense if you get a job and you have all these classes? Like, are you going to, opt out of the AP classes? What are you going to do? And then she wants to do like some other things. Like, she's involved in a lot of different things. And so she's just like, she really wants a job. So I told her that I will hire her, because I do need an assistant. Y'all, I need an assistant really, really bad. I cannot keep up with the comments in the chat. I cannot keep up with the Facebook group. All of you guys who are on Discord, y'all know y'all never even see me on Discord, and that's such a hot mess. I'm not happy about that. And then with work, like, I have a lot of things to do. So I asked her if she would work for me, if I could hire her. And she actually, after some careful thought and a lot of questions, she said yeah. She was like, yeah, I'll do it. But really, all she's going to be doing is like answering my comments, like comments that she can. Like, I want her to answer like certain comments, like, thank you so much for watching, or different things like that. If it's a question that she needs to ask me, I told her to leave it, and then that way I'll kind of see it like it's almost in a queue. And so she said she'll do that. So she's going to help me out with my social media stuff, and so I'm happy about that. So I'm going to pay her, and I'm probably getting off easy with her too. She's going to do a few hours a day checking it, my email. Y'all, I probably get maybe between about 80 emails across all of my email addresses. That might not seem like a lot, but for me, it's overwhelming, and then it's a lot a day. And then the notifications for YouTube, and then the notifications for Facebook, and it's a lot. And I get a lot of people who want me to call them, and can I help them? I can't. Like, I really have no time, y'all. And I still be having a lesson plan for my kid. I still have the lesson plan for my students. So and I feel bad because everybody has questions, or they want to know how to do this, or they have a question about something I did in a video, and I really, really can't get to it. And I'm just trying to figure out a way to at least get questions answered and special requests, and it's a hot mess. So she's gonna work for me, y'all. I gotta pay her $15 an hour. Hopefully that's gonna be enough. She might quit on me when she realizes the amount of stuff she's going to have to answer. She might quit. She might quit. So yeah. Thanks, Angela. Once she's ready, once she's ready. I know it's selfish of me to just want her to drive, because I don't. But I think her dad wants her to hurry up and drive too. He takes her every weekend. They go driving, and she drives, and he's like, she's good with what she's doing. Like, she's driving, but she just, I don't know, in due timing. Probably her senior year, she may want to drive. Hey, Shandy. Hey, Crafting Away. Hey, Kim. Hey, Mary. Listen, I'm like, I had to almost beg her. She had a lot of questions. $15 an hour was what she said that her rate would be. And I told her why why that should be her rate. She had to tell me why that, that she wanted that to be her rate. I'm perfectly fine. I'm pretty comfortable with her. Her grammar skills are pretty decent. I do not like all that shorthanded text. Like, I don't like all those, like, the acronyms or whatever they call them now with the text. Y'all know I know what an acronym is, but I don't know what it's called in the text world. Is it still called an acronym? So I'll text her back, like, I don't even know, do you have something else to say? And she'll be like, no. I'm like, well, you forgot your period. And she'll just be like, oh, Mom, this is why I don't text you. I need to do better. I know I need to do better, but like, this is why I'm like, I can't. The kids, like, they don't, and I think that's part of the reason, like, how things kind of got the way that they are now with education, because some of the stuff I read, like, from the kids, their writing and things like that, like, we're still working on writing, and it's a lot. It's a lot. So I don't know. She's over me, y'all. Nicole, I think that's a lot of emails, like 80 something emails a day. And then then I get text messages. Y'all, if y'all saw my phone for text messages, y'all would be like, Patrice, that's ridiculous. I have a friend, we were together, he was like, do you have my text messages there that's like that's unread? I probably had like maybe about 400 text messages unread. Like, I don't like group. Wait, do y'all like group like the group text messages? I hate group text messages. My family thinks that's the coolest thing, for them to be able to send a mass text to everybody. And so they'll ask me, like, hey, did we're doing such and such tomorrow or next week. You're coming, right? No, I'm not. You're not coming? No. I don't even know anything about it. Well, we sent it in the group message. It's just so many, because one person sends something, then another person sends something, and it keeps sending, and it's back and forth. So my grandma has to literally call me if it's something. Like, if it's something, she's like, I know you're not reading it. I'm like, you're right. I'm not. I can't. It's too much. And nobody seems to understand when you tell them, take me out of the group chat. I do not like group chats. I'm just talking your ear away. And I'm actually trying to move some rhinestones around at this time. I think she's going to be so intrigued. Yeah, wants to learn. Yes, Coretta, I really hope so. I really, really hope so. Because anything else, she doesn't want to do anything else. Anything else that I do, for the most part, she doesn't want to do it. She wants to be an oncologist, but I don't really think I don't think she can do it. I think she can do it. I think she would be great at doing it, but I think it would just take some of her soul. Like, I think, like, some of her zest for life, like her happiness. Like, she's really, really empathetic. Like, she cries for the smallest things. We were like anything, like, she's just crying. Like, I literally had to, we went to go see Black Panther the day that it came out. But we went, like, at 10 o'clock in the morning, because I can't go when it's, like, a lot of people at night. It's me. I can't. And I've always been like this. That had nothing to do with the pandemic or anything. So we're there. She had to sit there the entire, and she's just like crying. The credits were already done, and she's just there, and I'm just looking at her like, Taylor, I can't. She's like, do you have tissue in your purse? And I'm like, girl, if you don't get up out of this chair and come on, I ain't got time for that. So, yes, that's my life. So, yeah, I thought that was, but some people don't think 80 is a lot of emails. Some people don't. They don't. Hey, Josie Boo. Were you talking about text message? Oh, I hate group text. Yes. And they insist on it. They insist. And y'all know, even that day, like all the, like when it's a video or like when they say, oh my goodness, and my family thinks everything is so funny. Like they think everything is funny. So because they think it's funny, they want the entire family to see it, and so I get I get everything. I get so much stuff. Get on my last. I get fussed at a lot too, though. I don't listen much. Danny, she's, oh my goodness, when I tell, so she wants to be this oncologist, and I'm like, and I'm thinking like, I don't know, like you can't even express, you know, anything like bad, anything that's like, how are you going to deliver information to somebody that might not be good? Like, are you gonna go in there and cry? Like, I don't know. I don't know. So she's insisting, and but she's been saying this ever since, like, I went through chemo and everything. Like, she was, before she wanted to be a petroleum engineer, and I didn't see her outside. Like, I'm like, you don't even like to go outside. Like, what are you gonna be doing? Like, you don't even like to get your hands dirty. Like, but she wanted to be a petroleum engineer, and that was for a long time. Then after that, she said, then after that, when I went through all my medical stuff with cancer, she was like, she wanted to be an oncologist. Like, she had already looked it up and saw who a cancer doctor was, and then she was going back from a radiologist, and she's like, no, she wants to be an oncologist. And then so she, y'all, I don't know. And so I've been trying to talk to her about like other career choices, other fields that she could, you know, that she might be interested in. Heck, I thought she wanted to be a Broadway star, like go and act a little bit on theater, but she changes. If she wanted to do that, that would be fine. If she wanted to be an artist, that's perfectly fine. Like, and she's a really, really good artist. Like, she knows how to draw, she knows how to do a lot of things. So I'll be whatever she wants, as long as she's happy, whatever she wants to be. Like, I don't want her to be like unhappy in what she does. And I think just with that field, she's just, and I'm not the only person who feels like that. Like, her dad feels like that too. Like, uh-oh. He's like, because she's not going to call me crying. She's going to call him crying about a situation. She'll probably be calling about every single patient she has to talk to, crying. And he's like, he knows he can't take that. So, we'll see. She's so sensitive. Angela, yes. Oh, Nicole, mine isn't, my doctor is not a crybaby. He's like a big teddy bear. He's super strong. I don't know how they go back and forth delivering. 1 minute you can go in and you're happy to one patient's room because guess what? You got good news. Then the next minute, literally the next minute or the second, you have to go into another room and deliver news that isn't good. Where, like, I don't really see her being able to. I want her to live. Like, I don't. And being an oncologist is for somebody. Like, because somebody has to do it. Not that it's bad. Like, you know, I imagine that the doctors who do, like, they feel rewarded. You know, it's a rewarding career. But I don't know. We'll see, y'all. We'll see in about 15 years what she's going to do. If she's going to be doing it. And I'll be having this conversation with y'all then. Like, y'all, I can't believe it, but she's managing. Or y'all, I hope she toughens up, Danny. I really hope she toughens up. I really need her to toughen up. Because, yeah. I do. But what are y'all working on? I'm just moving some stuff around. Y'all can't really see my screen because... Oh, I should have tried out this thing where I could... I don't know. I didn't go on StreamYard. If I would have went on StreamYard, y'all would have been able to see me, like, moving these stones around here in this chat. But y'all can't see it because I am not what you call it? I'm not thinking, but I'll show. See, look, I have my laptop. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing because every second counts, and I'm in this parking lot. Thanks, med school will toughen her up. I hope. That's if she decides. She may change. Yep. Me too, Tampa. Me too. I definitely hope that she will toughen up. But she doesn't want to do anything that I do. She definitely doesn't want to be a teacher. Even she's like, no, these kids are outrageous. She says that. She's like, no, these kids are outrageous. And so she does not want to be a teacher. Crafting. Sometimes she will craft with me. Like, we'll make something together. But she's not really into, not the way that I am. Like, she'll make something. She likes to make things with popsicle sticks. She likes to make little birdhouses and things like that. Like, she does that. But she doesn't. She probably will be amazing at whatever she does. Yeah. I know. I'm excited. I'm happy for her. But she's in 11th grade now. And she's in 11th grade now. She'll be a senior next year. So y'all know I'm about to have all the senior designs. I need to start working on that now. And it's so funny because the students that I have now, they're the 11th graders also. So next year is going to be their senior year too. And so every time I threaten them that I'm leaving, they all say, no, wait until next year. Like, you got to wait until we graduate. So I'm going to be making a whole bunch of senior things for Taylor and my other kids who think they tell me what to do. So, right, Danny? I don't know, like, she's young. She may change. She may change her mind. So we'll see. You guys will see. Because I'll probably tell y'all what she decides to do or not do. But I am here in this parking lot waiting. Hey, Tracy. Welcome. Tracy, so in yesterday's class, I have a short video. I got to send it to Eve. That's what I should have been editing. I have a short video for, it wasn't you who wanted this, and Danny, but there was a part in the class where when I was doing the word, I think I did the word bling, you have to you have to subtract each layer. You can't subtract all of it together. And I can't trying to figure out, like, why is this not work? I don't know what I was thinking of yesterday. I don't know. I did do a shorter video to send to Eve. I just gotta edit it and do a little voiceover, and hopefully.
Starting route to Broward College North Campus. Proceed to Irene Fixley Drive. Then turn
Siri?
right.
Hold on, y'all, because Siri is not, like, I don't even know who told. I'm back. Sorry, you guys had the Siri's so nosy. Siri wants to talk so bad. Seeing the acorns, this guy makes different acorn powder out of acorns and sticks. No, I haven't seen that. Barbara, I haven't seen that. I keep thinking that I'm on StreamYard. I gotta check that out. But yeah, y'all, I don't have nothing else going on. I'm just here with y'all. I don't know what I want to do. I know this channel, I usually just kind of like blog on this channel or put up some of my Five Below in-store shopping experiences. So I'll probably keep it along those lines. I'm not sure. For next year. But I don't know. There's something I want to tell y'all. Oh, let me see. I switched out of the screen. Now I'm just using my laptop to see the chat. They had him on CBS Sunday Morning. Okay. I'm gonna look for him. Nicole says that she just minted her first digital art piece and created an NFT. Awesome. Congratulations. That's awesome, Nicole. Terrell does NFTs too. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, good. Thanks, Tracy. I enjoy the classes. It's just the part of like setting it up and getting it done. Like I really don't have much free time to spare. And then the free time that I have, y'all, whenever I do get any free time, I'm trying to sleep. And I still, like, I don't sleep well. Like, I probably get maybe like 4 hours, a good 4 hours of sleep each day. Sometimes not the full 4, but for the most part, about 4 hours of sleep each day. And I would do more classes, but I just don't have the time. So I have been kind of really thinking about what I'm gonna do in the future as far as if I want to continue in the education field, and then also like what capacity do I want to continue it into. Typically people will have like a certain trajectory that they're following or that they want, like, you know, your teacher. Some people have aspirations of becoming administration, whether it's an assistant principal or principal, or then working in like district level positions and then kind of going up. But I don't aspire to do any of that. And it's not because I wouldn't want to. It's just that I prefer working with the kids. And I think that when you start doing, you get farther and farther away from the kids, from the students. And so for me, I'm like, what's the point? Like, if you're doing it for like the students, and I do understand those in higher up positions, they are making decisions for the students, or at least they think they're making decisions for the students, but I don't really see how you can make decisions for students when you don't really work with them daily. So I don't know. But also now, you know, with YouTube and then with the different businesses that I have, it's kind of hard to keep up. I think I could do a little bit more if I was not going into the school every day. And then it's like I'm scared because, like, I think I would miss my kids too. I would miss them. So I don't know, y'all. It's a hot mess. A lot going on in my little head. Thanks, Barb Love Bond. Thank you. Rhinestone designer class because he's out of town on the last one. So Eva's doing a beginner class, but I don't think it's a beginner designer class. I'm gonna check with her if it's gonna be a beginner designer class. I'll let you know the date. If she's just doing like a beginner rhinestone class where she's just teaching like the fundamentals as far as pressing the stones, the different stone sizes, and that sort of thing. If it's one of those, then I'll see if she wants to do a beginner design class. And then, you know, we'll set something up. I prefer to do bling with Eve, though. I do. I just prefer to. It's more fun. But on the other side, like, she sets it all up and I literally just have to show up. Like, she called me yesterday and she was like, hey, I gotta send you something. And I'm like, no, you don't send me anything. And she's like, oh, well, for the class. I'm like, no, don't send me anything, because everything that everybody does, like, if it wasn't done, then certain things wouldn't happen, right? So you have to always make sure that you value what everybody brings to the table. Like, for you guys, so when we're in the chat or when I be in the chat. I don't get a chance to look at the chat until after the lives that I have, but you guys share so much information with me and with other people inside of the chat. When people have questions, y'all share a lot of information. You guys are valuable, whether it's over here or whether it's in, you know, another, and on the other channel. You guys are sharing valuable information, what you're saying, like even the comments when I was talking about Taylor and driving, just that other, like the reassurance that, you know, just wait, don't let it grow up, like that, like I understand, like that helps me to kind of, you know, take a step back and to think about what you said, and then be comfortable saying, you know, it is okay for her to wait, like don't push her, you know, like just, you know, be okay with it, even though y'all, I really want her to be driving, I do, but just those comments alone really help me just say, you know, it's okay, like it's good, it's fine that you have like some orders to put out and you're sitting in a parking lot waiting for her to come out. It's fine, like it's okay, that stuff will get done. So I appreciate y'all. That's not, yep, everybody, yep. Y'all have no idea, like listen, there's certain things that you guys will say and you may be talking to somebody else, and just think about it, there's so many people who come to lives and they don't say anything, and it's not that they don't say anything because they just don't want to talk, or I know we always joke and be like, oh, we have people in the bushes, and that is true, but some people may be on the TV, they may be watching from the TV, they can't comment. Some people may be driving. A lot of times I'm driving, but I will try to make a comment. A lot of times some people may be driving and they can't get the phone, they can't look at the phone. Some people watch and listen from work and they can't be on the phone, but they're watching and listening from work. Occasionally they may sneak in and say something, or maybe not, they may just be listening, but those people too are valuable. They are, even if you don't say anything in the chat, you are valuable, and I appreciate it, because guess what, you may not be saying anything, but you are still watching. You're watching, and let me let y'all know, somebody watching, especially for those of you who have YouTube channels or who's starting your YouTube journey, a watch, not just a view, because you have a view, somebody who may look at it and leave, and then you have watch, which is your watch hours. A view could be somebody who looks at your video and hits the thumbs up button, but then they quickly leave out. They just open it, they look at it, and they hit the thumbs up button. While that may be appreciated, if you just open it to look and click the thumbs up and then go about your business, that does not really do anything for the YouTuber. If you sit there and watch the video, if you watch the video, or if you're listening to the video and you never hit the thumbs up button, guess what? That counts more than the thumbs up. I know y'all like Patrice, but y'all always say to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Yeah, because the like, you know, sometimes that's engagement. That's all engagement. And so that will kind of get it out there a little bit. But that thumbs up does not pay me. Your comment in the chat, while it may get it out a little bit, that may get it out maybe because YouTube likes the algorithm, you know, it'll maybe put it on the homepage of people who have watched similar lives and things like that. It's the watch, like you watching my videos and you doing it, like that's valuable. So every single person, whether you like, comment, subscribe, dislike, watch it, everybody's valuable. Everybody. Yes. So the view is if somebody looks, not really watch. So a view is like, you could view it for like a second, maybe. I think they do like 20 seconds. So we get our analytics, and it shows you like when, like within the first 30 seconds, how many people are actually still staying there, and then how many people leave. but it's the watch. The watch time is what really gets people, like, that's what really pay you, is the watch time. Hey, Taryn. Hey. Yes, Kimber. So we're gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to talk to Eve. Fab. So I have my little gnome. Did you make that gnome design? That gnome, was it you or Janita that gave me that gnome? I think it was you, Fab, that gave me the one with the gnome on the towel. That gnome is so cute. The beard is so detailed. I love that gnome. Did you design that, or did you get that design from someplace else? I love that gnome. You're probably like, girl, you all over the place. I am. This is what happens when I don't have like anything planned. Well, I have something planned, but this is what happened. And I did not find out about this meeting until yesterday. I did not know that there was going to be a meeting for her today until yesterday. So I was like, I got a lot of things to do. And I was like, I was being kind of lazy a little bit on Friday, because when I got off the live on Friday night, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do some work, get some things done, some orders. And I was like, you know what, I'll just do it on Sunday, because I don't have anything planned on Sunday. I didn't have anything planned. I thought I didn't, but I did. That doesn't drive, and I want her to, but I don't for sure, but could use her help. I understand, Tracy. That may be me. That really might be me. But I think she's so independent. Like, she does, like, Taylor wants her independence. And like, sometimes I have to like reel her back in, like, girl, you ain't that independent. Let me just remind you. But for the most part, she wants her independence. She's very thoughtful. She's very caring. She really thinks that she's like in charge of me. And she ain't. I have to remind her. But she does like certain things. She'd be like, Mom, you're just too. She was like, that's something, like, if something happened, she's like, that's something you would do. And I'm like, really? She was like, yeah. And so I don't know. We'll see what happens. We will see. I'm just ranting and raving to y'all. Nicole. Hey, Nicole. So first started. Thank you. Danny. But that's the thing, like, it all matters. Like, it's okay if you guys, like, sometimes, listen, y'all, sometimes you just don't feel like talking, and it's not a bad thing. Like, sometimes you just, you know what, I'm gonna watch, but I don't really want to say anything, because that leads to more talking. And yes, it's typing, but still, like, sometimes you just don't want to. And I get it. I understand. Like, you ever go into a room and it's so many people in there, but you just kind of, you enjoy being in the room, but you just don't really want to, talk to anybody. You may not know people. You may have had a bad day and you're just there just to, do whatever. That's how the lives are, the videos are. You know what? I enjoy it. Just because I don't chat, just because I don't comment, doesn't mean I don't enjoy it. I enjoy it. I like to, if I go into somebody's live, sometimes I may just say, like, I'll be in there, I may just say hi, just to show support, like, hey, I'm here. But half the time when I'm going on people's lives, like when I'm looking, I'm actually working, and I may have it on the TV, I may have it on the laptop, but then I may go to another screen and do work while I'm listening. I can't really watch it all the time, and I may be listening. I can't imagine that I'm the only person that does that. And then I started feeling like, you know what, you push so much, but there's people, it's value in you just sitting there watching or listening. Like, it's okay. Like, you don't have to comment. I love it when you guys comment, because I get a chance to talk, and I love to see what you guys are saying inside of the chat. I do go back and I read Y'all, every single live that I have, I go back and I read what you say. If I miss something that I needed to address, for the most part, I will try to, if I have your email or if you're in the Facebook group, I will try to make sure to let you know I saw your email, or maybe like that next live, I'll let you know, hey, I saw what you said the last video or the last live or something like that when I see your name. So I can't keep up, and that's a whole nother, I can't keep up with the comments in the chat. Y'all, I need to get my life together. I need to get it together quick. Quick. Yes, Tracy. Later, Dr. West. Right, you gotta go. You got things to do. I understand. Your views matter. And do they really do? Maybe I should make a shirt. Unless you want to make a shirt. Y'all, let me tell you, I shared, I'm not going to share everything I shared with our attendees from yesterday, but I need to tell you guys this. This might be for one of y'all. I'm trying to read the comments too. Yep, my daughter, she thinks she tells me what to do. No, and she's usually not wrong. She's usually not wrong, and I think she's learned that it's a certain way that you have to deliver certain things to me, so she knows, like, okay, how to say certain things. Or when she gets really quiet, I know, I'm like, what happened, what's wrong with you? And then eventually she'll say it. But so for those of you who are looking to do your digital files, do them. If you have a website, or if you're thinking of starting a website, you can put your digital files on a website. You can also put them on Etsy. Etsy has all their different fees and everything. But if you're planning on doing that, just do it. Once you make your designs, go ahead and post them. Post them for sale. You can make some money doing it. All right, so you don't always have to have actual goods that you have to ship and send out. The digital sales, you're doing that. Like when people buy the digital files from you, they download it from wherever you have it. So if you have it on your website, if you have it on Etsy, they're going to download it once they make that purchase. Hey, Miss Merlinda, they're going to download it once they make that purchase. But do it. That is money that you can make, and you don't have to do anything. Once you create one file, that one file can keep making you money without you having to do any major work to it. Unless sometimes you may want to update it, you may want to add something to it, then you can. But if you have been making designs, I know I see Tracy making some nice designs. A lot of y'all have been making some really nice designs. I also get designs. Sometimes people will send me designs that they've made to my email. Of course, y'all know my email situation. I can't get to every single email all the time, which that's why I'm hiring Taylor. We're going to see, we'll see if I keep her or not. But the designs that I get and that I see, they're amazing. They're really, really good designs. So why not put them on Etsy? If you don't want to do a website, you say, I want to keep it on Etsy and use that platform to get it out there at least. And then, eventually you may want to do your own website, but do it. Do it. No, the market is not oversaturated. I mean, it is a lot of stuff going on in this market, but you never know when somebody is looking for exactly what it is that you have, what you make. Okay, so we put a lot of money into what we do. A lot of investment goes into crafting, a lot. And why not? If you have the ability to do it, why not? No, Angela, you just do it. Yes, just do it. Don't overthink. Put it out there. And then, use social media too. Use social media to post your designs and put them up there. If you don't really want to, do social media like that, you can still kind of do videos of you making it, or it on a product, and then posting on TikTok, Instagram, and just hashtag it. Put your hashtags up, put it out there, because there's money out there for you guys to make if that's what you're looking to do. Some of us just like to craft just to craft, right? Some of us aren't really looking to make money on not necessarily, you do it because it's fun, it's therapeutic. That's how I started crafting. My intention on crafting, like originally crafting, is just something that is therapeutic for me to do. I got my Cricut maker. It was a gift, and I wanted my Cricut maker so that I could make, and it wasn't really to sell. Like I wasn't looking to sell anything. And so as you guys see, things change. Things change from, why you get something or why you initially do something. You evolve, you progress. And so I went from just wanting to make things for my church and my class, like just to, decorate, to eventually wanting to sell things that I make with it. And so now I'm, I've gone from a Cricut. Before, I used to do just like other crafts, like Dollar Tree crafts, before like having the Cricut. And then now I have other machines that I use to make money and sell things. So it's up to you, whatever you want. You may be like, I don't want that pressure of selling anything and stuff like that, because it does take a lot of work. Your items aren't gonna sell themselves, so you do have to put in work. Okay, so if you realize that one way is not working for you, then try another route. Okay, it's all about testing it out, knowing who your audience is, like who your buyers are, who your customers are. So you just have to know who your customers will be, and then you design accordingly. Oh, hold on, let me see. Tampa, you gotta do it. You got just do it. It's okay. It is okay. Hey, Shavana. So getting into DTF is definitely something that, one, you have to have time for DTF. You have to make time, and it is kind of scary because there is a lot of different components to DTFing. Oh, that did not sound good. But nonetheless, there are a lot of components to DTF, okay? It's not like just a regular printer. Even the sublimation, I have to say, sublimation printing kind of has us all a little bit spoiled, because we're doing something with this printer that we're really not supposed to be doing, but we're doing it, and we're successful with doing it, especially with the converted printers. And you really don't have to do much to it, especially if you have an EcoTank. You don't have to do much to it, right? So then when you start moving into other methods of printing, like EcoSolvent and sublimation, then it's like, whoa, right? Like, this is too much work. It's too much work. EcoSolvent, that ink, you have to do multiple print heads with that ink too. That it's not like sublimation, where I could leave my sublimation printer for a good week. Oh, my car turned off on me because I just been sitting up here. I can turn my sublimation printer off for a good 2 weeks. In fact, the sublimation printer that we have at the school, I had not printed on it in maybe like 2 months, a month and a half, right? Turned it on, actually had to plug it up, turn it on, and it prints it beautifully. You cannot do that with EcoSolvent, and you can't do that with DTF. You have to perform maintenance on both. So that's the only thing with the exact barb. Yes, I did say it's definitely you have to be committed, and it's not much. So what I do is every day when I get home from work, whether I have orders or not, whether I'm printing from it or not, I just go ahead, hook that printer up, hook the computer up. The printer's already hooked up, hook the computer up, and I do the print head cleaning on it. Every single day, without fail, I do a print head cleaning on it. It's like it's almost in a routine where I just come home and do it. So I also said that I was going to show Taylor how to do the print head cleaning also, so that when I'm out of town or anything, she can just go turn the computer on, open up the print dialog box, print head, and that's it. So, but it does take a lot of commitment. If you do that, you won't have many worries with the printer, with the Pro Color. Now with the 8550, you will still have some issues with the 8550. Hey, Dempsey Boo. With the 8550, hold on. Tracy, what'd you say? Have you heard of PayHip? Then she was only for digital, but now you can sell physical products. Oh no, I gotta check it out and see. Tampa says that she loves PayHip. What's the intent? But then a small voice says, let's see where this will take us. Right, Angela. I'm gonna just switch to that. I'm gonna check it out. So PayHip, Tracy said PayHip started out as a digital platform for you to sell digital products. Now you can sell merchandise. So check her out, especially for those of you designing. Listen, no design is too small. No design is too basic. Okay, I know sometimes you make, because I've been there too. I'm making something, I'm like, you know what, this isn't that major. Like, it's not like, who, like, would you pay for that? Yeah, because guess what? I've purchased several basic designs in my day. Okay, I've purchased several, consider basic, but I'm just saying, using the word basic. I've purchased several basic designs in my day, right? Those designs are still selling. So if you make something, if you design something that you have the right to design, don't be scared to put it out there. Don't be scared. And I told the Facebook group the other day about, I was just thanking everybody, because if it were not, like, I've been designing for a long time. I've always designed. When I worked at the newspaper, I was I was an account executive for national advertisers. I dealt with a lot of national advertising agencies. The advertising agencies sometimes would want to put something in the paper, but they may not have it, or a client will call me to get an ad in the paper. Y'all might not know how it really works, but we work on a lot of deadlines when you're working for a newspaper. You're working on a lot of deadlines. But at that time when I worked, those ads were a lot of money. Okay? And so I was going to do whatever I had to do to make sure I got that ad in the paper so that I could get my commission. Right? So I would have to design some ads sometimes, because the advertising agency might have been closed, or they couldn't get it in time enough. The client wanted it in. So I'm gonna do something to make sure that we get it out there. So I'm used to, like, designing things. So I've been designing for a very long time, but just for myself. Besides when I worked at the newspaper, because those ads kind of all look similar. But I've been designing for myself for a long time. But I've not that I was scared, but I was just like, nobody would want this. Like, I like it, or y'all know I'm good for a corny saying. And so I'm like, it's like, I'm fine with that corny saying. Nobody else wants to, that saying on their shirt or anywhere else. But it was y'all who kind of like helped me, like push me out there to be like, no, you can do this. Y'all didn't necessarily say you can do. Y'all didn't even know what you were doing. And that's why let's go on another part. That's why every encounter that you have with somebody, you never know how you're impacting that person. And so I always want to make sure that however I come across on this YouTube situation, like it's positive and I'm impacting you in a positive way, and you don't leave from me feeling like, oh, like I was thinking about this, she just made it worse. I never want that to be the case. And you guys, you don't know how much you have impacted me. I always hear people say, oh no, you're so helpful, you've helped me so much. Honestly, you guys have helped me in return, okay? Tremendously. You have no idea. And so because of y'all and all of everybody else over on that other channel, y'all know we do not say that other channel over here, okay? But all of you guys have impacted me, and it's because of y'all, especially like when we're designing and getting that confidence that, okay, this design is okay. I may not 100% love it, and I don't know if it's I just don't 100% love it. I just don't 100% love it because maybe nobody else will love it. So guess what? That's a whole part of like rejection. When you put something out there and nobody buys it, oh my goodness, they've just rejected me. Don't even think about that, y'all. If you think about that, do not even focus on that, because there's some things people are going to like, some things people may not, that they don't like it, they may not need it, right? So don't ever think about that. Like, I had my Valentine's XOXO in my store for the longest. Like, that was the first rhinestone file that I uploaded. It's XOXO inside of Etsy. And guess what? I did the design right at Valentine's Day this year, maybe like a week before Valentine's Day. So it didn't get many sales. Y'all, over the past 2 weeks, I think I've sold maybe about 60 of those digital files for the XOXO alone. Over the past, not six, like maybe, yeah, like the past 30 days, I've sold like 60 of those. When I looked at the numbers, I'm like, how did this happen? But guess what? It's almost time now for Valentine's Day, right? So guess what? Now people are getting prepared to make these shirts. So y'all, if you have any Valentine's Day designs, I know we're still in Christmas, but thinking, with our business caps on right now, if you have any Valentine's Day designs, now is the time to post them. Now is the time to upload them. Doesn't matter. Now is the time. Doesn't matter that we're 2 months out. People have to prepare for Valentine's Day. And guess what? Other people who are selling merchandise and things like that, they're getting their designs ready now for Valentine's Day. Because Christmas, if you're designing right now for Christmas, which I design for Christmas all year, if you're designing right now for Christmas, it's a little, you're right here. So it may be a little late, but you can still get some things in. But if you want to start preparing for Valentine's, now is definitely the time to get that done. Let me see what y'all are saying. Dempsey, you're not late. I've been talking up a storm, Dempsey. Talking up a storm. To press on these dark shirts easier. That Easy Subly is, yes, it's so expensive. It really is. And your profit margin with Easy Subly is not, it's not good. There are other alternatives, not really a lot of other alternatives that you could do. Definitely not the DTF hack on any dark colors. Definitely not. And I wouldn't necessarily do the DTF hack and sell shirts just yet until you've washed it like several times. Then you can kind of justify using it if it works. Several times, I mean, you washed it like 15 times, 16 times you washed it. I wouldn't do like 2 or 3 washes, because I don't know. I think I've washed something up to 3 times, and then I haven't. I don't really wear shirts like often like that. Like I may wear like 2 or 3 times, and then I'm gonna get another shirt, like when it's a design on it. So I'm not the person who's gonna say, yeah, wash this 20 times and it's fine, it's perfect. I'm trying to think of what else you could do, unless you did even the Caesar. The DTV is pretty pricey. DTF, DTF is the way to go, really. DTF really is the way to go. I know it's a stressful, like everybody thinks that it's stressful. It's really not stressful. Not for me, at least. That 8550 did have me a little stressed out a little bit at times. I don't recommend the 8550, especially for anybody who may not really have the time and really be committed to doing all the maintenance that comes with it, because there's a lot of maintenance, way more than the Pro Color that I have. Like that Pro Color makes me just want to go. I think I said it already on the other channel that I just want to get rid of the 8550 or give it away. I'm probably not, but I just, like, I don't even want to be bothered with it anymore because I have the Pro Colored. I haven't had, and I know I've had some people, somebody left a comment below, well, no sound. Okay, dim still sound. Okay, dim still sound. Okay, dim still sound. Sorry, sorry. I had the computer up trying to figure out what was wrong with the sound. Oh, y'all, I think I might have to go and get this girl now. Yeah, I might have to go and get her. Look at my boss out there. All right, y'all, I gotta go. I gotta go and get Taylor now. So my sound came back on, but still. Hold on, let me see if she's ready. Maybe I'll come back on later before Eve goes on live. But thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. Thanks for letting me vent to y'all, because it really wasn't venting. We were just talking. But I love y'all. And hopefully I'll see y'all later. If not, remember Tuesday I won't be on the other channel because I gotta go get a colonoscopy. So I won't be on. Just letting y'all know that. Love y'all.